So this guy is one guy you really do not want to trust. Um, you will see several screenshots that I've taken and uh, as proof that why you shouldn't trust him. There are several things that you really do not want to get involved with this guy. He goes with by several names: Fearless, Gamer, King Shark, Solar Hawk YT, amongst many others. There has been several incidences where he's claiming that he's been the victim of something, when in reality he's the one being the aggressor. He likes to say that, yeah, I'm so and so community has been really aggressive towards me. They've been doing this, they've been doing that. But you will see that he's the one that's actually caused it and created it, and then wonders why so many people dislike what he does. This is classic egotistical move where he believes that he is not the one causing this issue. He's not the one that's causing himself to have a bad reputation, and he's not the one that actually causes any problems whatsoever, but he's the best thing around. Saying in England, they think they're the best thing since sliced bread. Now, that's not the case with this guy. He has been known to sit there saying, "Oh yeah, come and help me in my server, come and help me build my server, blah 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 blah." But then he takes the credit for it. That's not how we do that. There's also instances where he likes to get people into his server, even though they're known for doing things, illegal things. For example, doxing. So if you don't know what doxing is, it's where they actually hack into your IP, hack into whatever thing you're doing, your computer, your Discord server, for example, and they literally take it over without you knowing they're there and destroy it from the inside. Basically like a virus that gets on your computer or your phone. Other instances, he kicks people out of his server for literally zero reason. And he does that every time he's caught out on something. A good example, he denies that he disrespects other servers and things like that. Says, I don't disrespect other servers, I don't do this, I'll try to work with them, blah, blah, blah. But yet, you will see in one of the screenshots, one of the pictures, that he has literally disrespected my server that I had by saying, now see if people can work this one out. You put someone as a co-owner in a server that I just created. Right, well, I'm not going to do it all by myself. I need people there to help me make decisions. I stated to him, well, yeah, that's what you do in literally every server you have created. His response to that was, look who's talking. How does that make any sense? It's like saying, hey, you put this person in this position. Why have you done that? You're not allowed to do that. You can't tell someone what to do in their own server. They own it. I'm one of these people that put people in a particular place because of their experience, their knowledge, whatever it is. Not because I want them there, because, oh yeah, let's just put them there for no reason whatsoever. They've got zero experience being in that position. But hey, I put them there because of their experience. Now, what he does, Jacob Williams Oliver does, in all his servers, he puts people in positions that have zero experience of being in that position, generally doxers, and then wonders why his servers get destroyed or they don't run or anything like that as well as they should. The other thing that he likes to do is poaching. There's a couple of screenshots within this clip that actually shows people have provided evidence that he actually poaches from other communities. So what he does, he goes into smaller gaming communities and say, hey, let's join up. And then he poaches those members to go to his server or servers. Now, in his code of conduct, it clearly states you're not allowed to be in any other servers unless we are affiliated with them. Now, he goes into those servers before they become affiliated. So he breaches his own code of conduct. And he does this in so many other rules and regulations that he has, and then wonders why when people call him out on it, they get kicked, and then wonders why his members are like leaving him in droves. There are people that have actually come to me and stated, I got kicked out of his server because I was given 30 minutes notice of a meeting happening. I explained that I couldn't attend due to a family emergency and I was kicked out for it. That's not how you run a server. He's also been known, please bear in mind this is from around 2020, 2021, to tell people to go kill themselves. But he claims he's a mental health advocate. No, you don't say that. This was at a time when he was in a server, another server called UVG, where in their code of conduct, that server is actually disbanded. Their code of conduct actually states you cannot be in another gaming server whilst in UVG. A lot of Discord servers do that. Gaming communities do that to get loyalty and things like that. But he went against that. Again, breaching his own code of conduct, breaching anybody's code of conduct. He uses his autism as a get out clause for everything. Saying, oh, sorry, it's because I'm disabled, I don't understand. Even when people explain to him in plain English, which he does understand, that he can't do certain things because it's not nice to do it or it's disrespectful or something like that. He literally tells people if they get blacklisted from his server, they're not allowed to talk to those people. You can't do that. That's dictatorship. Simple. He's had known paedophiles in his servers, and then he apologises saying, oh, okay, I'll do better. But he never does. He just brings them back in. Literally, in the space of 3 months, he had issued 2 apologies stating the same thing. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that, blah, blah, blah. In the last year and a half, I believe he has actually had a minimum, absolute minimum of 12 servers. Since 2023, he's probably had around 20 because he's either shut them down or he's changed names or he's been hacked or something, but he denies that it's any of his fault or anything like that, because he doesn't listen to people when they say do not get that person back in because they are XYZ. They're the ones that actually hacked your server. They're the ones that actually done this. He doesn't listen. He just consistently makes the same mistakes over and over and over again. There's a little picture in there that will show you that I actually called him out on something where I said, look, you know, you cannot behave like that. It's your other leaders that are causing you to behave like this. That is not a respectful way to talk to people. And I literally said something else. And he goes, you can't talk to me about that. You can't talk to me like that. I said, I wasn't talking about you. He goes, well, you can't talk about my leaders like that. I said, hold on a minute, who said anything about your leaders in that manner? And then I said something, look, some of your members are complete arseholes. But he goes, don't talk about my leaders like that. I went, who mentioned it was your leaders? Said, so either you've just inadvertently admitted that you know your leaders are arseholes and you're trying to deny it, or you're just not realizing that people are trying to help you. The right people are trying to help you. There are several instances where people in other servers have literally said to him, do this, do this, do this, it will make your server better. Don't do this, it'll make it worse. And he never takes on board the good advice, but he takes on the negative advice. And lo and behold, a few months, he changes his name, a few months, changes his server name, whatever, shuts down, whatever it does. A good example, he was called out because a member of his server, they lost one of their family members. I'm not going to divulge their name because it's not right. Now, the right thing to do was say, okay, sorry for your loss. I'm going to put you on leave of absence until you come back. Once you're back, then we can talk about how you're feeling, if you're ready to come back, or I'll get someone to check on you on a weekly basis or whatever to see if you're okay, that sort of thing. No, what he done was none of that, and he expected this member to still do their duty within the server, so whatever position they held, do their duty in a server. And because this person was dealing with the death of a family member and wasn't active, which is understandable in my opinion, he literally demoted him. And when this member come back, he said, why have I been put down? Because you wasn't active. But you know why I wasn't active. You know the reason why I wasn't active. I had a family death. I needed to deal with that. I needed to grieve. And he never answered. So this member went, right, that's it. I've had enough. You did not consider people's feelings or anything like that. I'm leaving, sort of thing, you know. And then this member found out that he was apparently kicked out and banned for disrespecting leadership. How is that being disrespectful to leadership? That's actually telling them the truth. So this member, then their partner actually asked, why did you not do this? And he never answered. So this member went, right, That's it. I've had enough. You did not consider people's feelings or anything like that. I'm leaving, sort of thing, you know. And then this member found out that he was apparently kicked out and banned for disrespecting leadership. How is that being disrespectful to leadership? That's actually telling them the truth. So this member then, their partner actually asked, "Why did you not do this?" Because I didn't. I could do whatever I want, sort of attitude, you know. And the partner turned around and said, "Well, that's not right. You know, you should have put them on LOA or something. I don't have to do a damn thing. You can't tell me what to do." That sort of attitude. That is a bad attitude to have. And then this partner then gets kicked out for defending her partner and asking why he didn't do that. And then they get banned for defending their partner for trying to do the right thing. That's not the sort of leadership or owner you want in a server for running a server. You know, he doesn't realize that what he's doing is hurting himself, hurting other people because he thinks he's a great leader. I've actually seen him quote that, and people actually saying that. The sheep that don't realise what he's like. You know, it's this ridiculous the amount of times people have actually said to him, "You cannot do that," and he doesn't care. He blames his autism for it. He says it's my disability. I don't know what I'm doing correctly. Then goes running off to people saying, "Oh, I need help," when there are people in there that's already tried to help him, and then wonders why people get annoyed at him with the poaching thing. There's people that have actually turned around and said, "Stop poaching. I'm not poaching." There was one server owner that actually went to him directly and said, "Can you stop your person from poaching?" in an amicable way, and he got all defensive, saying things like, "Oh, I don't care about this," blah blah blah. He did not do anything to actually do the thing correctly. He didn't kick the person out. He kept that person in there, and it still allowed it to happen. He will deny he poaches, but poaching is when you get someone in another server and start stealing those members from that server to get them into your server. That's poaching. He will deny that's poaching. Um, he also, I was talking about changing names and that when he gets found out. He literally changed his server name when he was called out on something. And then he lies to his members, his leaders, and his members about why people get kicked out, why they got banned. And then when he gets called out on something, as I said, he changes his name, changes his server name. The silly thing is, everyone knows who he is. He's been blacklisted and banned from multiple servers in the world. He'll deny all that, but he has. I know of at least 10 throughout the world, big name ones. Example KSI, XGN. They will not allow him in. He is banned from them because of poaching or harassing people or something like that. He's also been known to harass women. There's also several court cases about him, and I have two screenshots that state there are several court cases about him. and he got arrested, he will deny that. He may not have been doing that particular thing, but he was actively involved in allowing it to happen. So for allowing it to happen, that means he's a part of it. One of his members was actually caught by these predator hunter groups, and he still allowed that person to stay in the server. He even got that person back in after he was caught. Again, he will deny it, but he even had that person back in to his server. That is basically putting minors at risk. So I'm not going to say it, but if you can put two and two together, you know what I mean. As for him being a mental health advocate, he is no mental health advocate. If he is a mental health advocate, he would not be treating his members who actually need the help because they're going through a tough time, like, for example, as the example I said earlier, the death in the family. He would support that person, but he didn't. Never reached out to him once, never done anything, and never got anybody to ask how he's doing. Not once in a month. Now, I also know he has zero counselling skills. Zero. Even basic ones. I have some experience because of what I've done in my work history. But I cannot say I am a full mental health advocate. I cannot claim that. My partner, on the other hand, she has actually got a qualification in understanding counselling skills. So she has more mental health knowledge than what I do. This guy has zero. Um, you know, he's that bad in one server that helps men's mental health that he got banned from it for harassing women. Again, he will deny this. Anything he's called out on that he gets, well, there's physical proof, he will deny. He will deny it to the hills. So whatever you do not trust this person. Fearless, King Shark, Solar Hawk YT, Gamer, Panther, any of those names, do not trust him. He's had HGN Panther, he's had HGN, sorry, community called HGN, has a gaming network. He's had BHG, he's had AEG, he's had the Ash Reapers, which has just recently changed its name to LGR, I believe. Do not join any of those servers, and if anyone from those servers reaches out to you to join them, do not do it. They are not a good server, and there is lots and lots of evidence on Facebook recruitment pages for communities that actually say, do not go to this one. They are not a good server. They do not help their members. They don't do anything to support their members. If you'd like to leave any comments about what I've said below, go ahead. If you need any proof other than this, please go ahead and reach out to me. But I will reiterate, do not join any of the servers he has made, because he does not care about his members, even though he says he does. He's just there for quantity and not quality. He just wants the numbers up and doesn't care about what happens after. He's a dictator, and he's worse than Stalin or Putin put together. And that's saying something. Dictates to people what they can and can't do in his server in a negative way, poaches and allows harassment and child indecency to be happening in these servers. Do not trust him. Thank you for listening, and yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.